Hey everybody, Rick Hinderer here, and we are going to start a whole new video series. Actually, it's going to be getting to the point with Rick. So what I'm going to be talking about is all of the different blade styles and blade grinds, variations, things like that. That I have done over the years for Rick Hinderer knives. And actually the first one, I thought this was perfect for the first one because it's pretty much the iconic grind of my knives. This grind started out on the very first XM18, which was done in 2004, actually Christmas Eve of 2004. By the time I finished the knife, it was about 3 in the morning on Christmas morning. So started Christmas Eve, finished it up Christmas morning, and learned a lot from that first prototype XM18. The first XM18 had my Spanto grind. Now, what is the Spanto grind and why is it iconic and why should it be the very first one in this series? When people think of Rick Hinderer knives, they think of the XM18, it's Spanto. And honestly, if you're going to have one Rick Hinderer knife in your collection, that's the iconic one. So to get to the point, why did I come up with the Spanto grind, and how did I come up with it? Really, the Spanto, and I named it the Spanto because it is really a modification of a spear point with a tanto tip. And so I just put the two words together and called it Spanto. And it's a compound grind is what it is. Why did I come up with it? Well, the reason, and again, back then I was on the fire department. I was really using the knives a lot while I was on the fire department, my knives. And one of the things that I found myself using my knife for that I was carrying, and I know you're not really supposed to do that, and that is to use your knife, especially your folding knife, as a pry bar. Pry bars do it much better than a knife. But however, especially when you're, when you're on the fire department, you're carrying in your pocket in your turnout or whatever one tool. You can't carry a whole bunch of, okay, pry bars for this, knife for this. So I thought, well, to add tip strength to a spear point. So I really liked the tip strength of a tanto, but I really didn't like the actual cutting slicing ability of a tanto. So I like the slicing ability because of the belly on a spear point. So I thought, well, how about we just grind that armor piercing or reinforced tip, just grind it on a spear point, and the grind itself instead of a spear point where when I'm grinding it, I'm turning the blade to grind that spear point. I just left the main bevel, the main grind straight across, and then I ground the flat ground the tip of it, and thus the Spanto was born. Then it was testing. And I found that, yes, it definitely took a lot more tip strength. I had a lot more tip strength than what a regular spear point. And that came up with the Spanto. And it was really popular right off the bat. So that's why it's pretty much the iconic grind nowadays. So there you have it. That's kind of the short and dirty on the Spanto, where it came to be, why I came up with it, the usefulness of it. Again, you can slice with it, whereas with a tanto, it's a little bit harder because it's more of a straight edge. But the Spanto gives you that best of both worlds. So stay tuned for more videos on the other grinds and blade styles that I've done and why they're useful for different purposes. This will be a lot of fun.